Hi Taurus, welcome to Modern Maven Tarot. This tarot reading is for any Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and also anyone who has Taurus that rules a particular house or planet that they need clarity on. Thank you so much for joining me. Also, if this ends up resonating, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot. And thank you to all my subscribers. So, a very important message for October 2024 here for you, Taurus. Stay grounded, all right? We're going to go a bit over the astrology. There is a very important message of how important your loving, grounding energy is this month, all right? A lot to do with air energy, a lot to do with transformation, and I'm getting the strong indication of that, like the pull between Mars and Venus, you know, the masculine, the feminine. This isn't gender specific, but understand how the divine feminine within you, regardless of how you gender identify, can help to keep us rooted in reality, all right? And not the reality of the Capricorn paradigm retrograde energy from Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, because that's going to be going direct, all right? And so we're going to be seeing that directly in front of us. October 11th, I believe, is when Capricorn, that direct goes in Pluto. Now, grounded, all right? There's something here to mental mastery for you. There's something here to making sure that you understand that you are everything you need. Whatever you're looking for, you have within you, all right? That's a very important message for you, Taurus, is whatever you're looking for. Yeah, because you got this while I was clearing the cards in this deck, okay? You can unstick yourself. So it might be something deeply rooted from childhood that makes us feel dependent, that makes us feel like we need somebody else to unstick ourselves, or we don't have control over how we assert ourselves, how we move out of a sticky situation. And so there is this idea of a lot of cleansing happening, but the importance for you and your energy in the collective and how that can actually help us stay grounded, okay? Especially because Libra season 2, like in the air, like getting lifted up in the air. So think about it in an elemental aspect, because then we have the watery transformation of Scorpio at the end of the month too, okay? And so much of the energy of needing to make sure that somebody is holding on to that earth, okay? And we all need to ground. We all need to get out into nature in October. And for me, I'm excited because I live somewhere where it's been way too hot, and I love fall. It's my favorite. Transformation is amazing. So lots of transformation too, okay? So just make sure if you're ever feeling that stuckness, like go back to what it is that makes you feel alive. What's that spark of inspiration in you, okay? Because that's the path you're meant to go down. Now, just a little bit about the astrology. I am going to have astrology.com, their calendar for October 2024 linked in the description, so you can check that out as well. But October 2nd, we have a new moon solar eclipse in Libra, okay? And so here's where a lot of this energy of needing to get things ready, if you will, is going to be coming up. Like, we might be getting thrown off balance. So if there is an area of your life that you're feeling off balance, you're going to really feel that shift. It's almost like the earth moves and we all like, whoa, like fall to one side. That's the kind of like imagery you can expect from this. And so if there's an area of your life where you already are feeling out of balance, see what you can do to try and balance the scales a little bit, okay? So along with this too, it almost feels like that's where we're going to be getting that Eight of Swords, feeling stuck, like we don't know, we can't make a choice on this. That's impossible to choose, all right? But you also have to avoid feeling lonely and burnt out. So I'm going back to that idea of like, you are enough. And there's something here to, if let's say you are wanting a career, you're wanting a career changer, you're wanting a relationship, and there's just this idea of like looking outside yourself. But the more you can tune into yourself, the more you can keep that equilibrium in you balanced, the better off you'll be. Okay, another thing that's look at the journeys within, okay? So if you're ever feeling like you're missing something, the missing piece is within you, all right? Okay, October 9th, Jupiter goes retrograde into Gemini. And so here's again, like, it's so funny because like right after that, we're going to be having Pluto going direct. And so it's like this idea of there's a lot of confusion. Let's just say that Libra season especially, and the beginning of October, there's going to be a lot of confusion in the collective. Personally, there's a lot of, that idea of misinformation, people using AI in the wrong ways to try and deceive people, right, with a certain agenda. And so I just want you to remember that, like, you want to be able to go with the flow, but while keeping yourself balanced, okay? Go with the flow while keeping yourself grounded. All right. And so there's a lesson to learn regardless in some area of your life when it comes to your luck and expansion that you are going to feel around this time. Now, October 11th, this is the big one. This is one that a lot of people are talking about because we had Pluto retrograde go into Capricorn September 1st, and now it's going to be going direct into Capricorn on October 11th. Now, remember, Pluto is slow moving. Okay. So we've been looking around, we've been seeing this energy of transformation of power, our identity of power, what power means to us, what power means in the collective. And October 11th is when that activates a major shift. This is because, remember, Pluto's not going to be in Capricorn for the rest of our lives, okay? Like, we're never going to see or feel this energy again. But there's something here of, this is that last-ditch effort of that paradigm, of that structured of society that we are going to feel really trying to grasp on, to control, really trying to hold on to that. And so, like I said, because Pluto's slow moving, we've already been seeing a lot of this in play. It's that idea of, like, people cheating to win, and it's like, that's not really winning if you're cheating. And in the Aquarian age, we know that, right? In this new age of Aquarius, that's not how we play the game. You don't manipulate and rig the game to win, because that's not the joy of playing the game, if you will. So just be mindful of that, because it's going to be a bittersweet thing too, because regardless of how you perceive the paradigm we've been in, there's a lot to this paradigm that is connected to who we are, the core of, your childhood or past relationships. So much of this energy that we're letting go of. Remember, it's like, it's hard to say go even if something's not good for you. And that's why we go back to your shadow, and why it's so hard for your shadow to adapt to change, because it just knows the comfort of what it knows, even if what it knows isn't good for it. And so there is going to be some energy of making sure that we recognize, no matter what's going on in the collective, no matter what's going on in your personal life, like, this is, we're tying up the loose ends, okay? We're seeing it for what it is, and we can, move into this age with grace, if you will. Now, and stay off social media as much as you can. October 13th, too, we got Mercury entering Scorpio. So here's what's fascinating to me, because we are seeing how we're going to really go to the depths of things. So this is what's fascinating, because this can be pros and cons, right? Because it can really get us to see through the lies, to see through the deception, right? To see this transformation coming in, the death of the old paradigm, the birth of the new paradigm. But it can also make us go into analysis paralysis and getting stuck in our heads, going back to seeing that Eight of Swords. So I really want you to be mindful of understanding that you might, especially too with all that Neptune influence, okay, Neptune in Pisces. We still have a lot of Pisces influence with that Saturn in Pisces, but I just want you, specifically with the Neptune in Pisces, that you really want to be mindful of not, unless you need to take action swiftly, just be mindful of how you speak things, okay? Because there's also this idea of, like, you're going to really want to find the truth, but when you find the truth, don't necessarily have to react in a certain way or speak something. Like, I want you to really just be prepared, okay? Because like I said, there's something where we could think that we found the truth, and then it turns out it's not the truth. And so it's just not a time for reactionary energy, like, unless you do need to take action, okay? And then full moon in Aries, October 7th. So I'm excited about this, because this is really great for the collective. Like I said, because we have that energy of Pluto Capricorn direct on the 11th, and it could be feeling like, a lot of us could be feeling like powerless. A lot of us could be feeling, like we're never going to get out of this type of energy. And then that activation of the full moon in Aries and that power, the more of us, like I said, that can come into it in a collective manner of pay no attention to the energy that is leaving, in a sense of just keep building your power, okay? Don't deplete your power with nonsense. Keep building your power in the sense of where we're heading, not what we're leaving, okay? And let the energy work its way out. Now, we have Scorpio season starting October 22nd, and that's where it's like we really can't fall back into... you're going to feel a pullback. You're going to feel a pullback to that shadow energy. You're going to feel a pullback to this old identity that you were. And so, yeah, like balance is the key, all right? Slow and steady wins the race. Balance is the key. Recognizing all this energy for what it is. Okay, the last thing I want to mention, because it's just really cool, is October 31st. Mercury in Scorpio trines Neptune in Pisces. So as you know, Halloween time, the veil's already thin, right? And then we add on that Mercury in Scorpio, right? Communication with death, transformation, rebirth, and Neptune in Pisces, the dreamer in the dreamy planet. And so our dreams, I mean, if you ever wanted to make connections with somebody from the other side, you can do it in your dreams. You can do it through quiet meditation. Like if you can spend time around Halloween really connecting to, especially if it's somebody who you've really, really missed and you just really want to connect to, have a little seance, you know what I mean? Like just have this idea of really understanding that like we all have that connection. Some of us have it more powerful than others, but we all have it, all right? We're all little radio tuners that can tune into any channel that we want. It's just that this is the time, if you've ever wanted to activate it, please have a wonderful little Halloween seance with yourself and somebody you love. All right, so fascinating seeing that there. Let's get into this, okay? So like I said, if you want the full calendar, check out astrology.com's calendar, and they have wonderful details. Pay attention to the planets and the signs that they're transiting in, how that looks for you, and ones that you're really heavy on. Especially to pay attention to where Pluto is in your chart. What house is Pluto in? Because that's where you're probably going to really be feeling the pull of that Capricorn direct energy, okay? So, let's see what we got going on for you, Taurus. Yeah, the closer we get to this energy, the more it's becoming apparent what it's going to feel like. Wow, yeah. You're charging forward with this Pluto energy, though. That's really exciting to see, okay? Perfect. Oh my gosh. I just got way too excited. I love seeing your energy as the overall situation. Amazing. Okay. This is looking great. I'm so like I said, the more you can stay grounded, and really harness the wonderful, loving Taurus energy that's within you. Like I'm just getting you putting your hands on the ground and just like closing your eyes. Okay. Overall energy, faith card, Taurus, this is you, all right? Putting your beliefs into practices. I always say that differently. Putting your beliefs into practice, okay? So practice what you preach. There's something here of you teaching people something. There's something here to you focusing on that we all come from the same source. When you can focus on that energy and recognize that at the core, we all come from here, and then we branch off. Like think of it actually as a tree. That's a great example because of your earth energy. The tree, right? It sprouts the stump, and then from the stump come all of those branches, and then from the branches the leaves, and then from the leaves, the seeds, and so there's this idea of at the core of everything, we all come from the same source. And the more that you can focus on that, especially through the chaos, and it's not condoning anything. It's not saying something's okay that's not okay. But if you can recognize that source energy, the better off you're going to be this month. Now, what you need more of, rest, Taurus, tune out. What did I say about staying off of social media? The more you can stay off social media and just focus on you. What did I say about tune out the outside world and tune into yourself? This person isn't tuning out by going out or socializing with people or connecting to somebody else's energy. They're connecting to their own energy. They need that recuperation, all right? So I really want you also too, this is Jupiter in Libra. So your luck, your expansion is going to come from unplugging, all right? And you need more of that this month. So just just be mindful of that. What you have the right amount of, and what I love, the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is you have a lot of like recognition. You have a lot of people turning their heads and seeing all of this wonderful stuff that you're accomplishing. They're seeing you getting a lot of attention, right? And so you want to maintain this wonderful expansion. You have a lot of Jupiter energy, which I think is really cool. So this is Jupiter in Libra. And so, or I'm sorry, not Jupiter in Libra, Jupiter in Leo. All right. And so a lot of expansion of your ego. And this can be a very wonderful thing. So please don't forget that. And also remember, we have Jupiter going retrograde October 9th. Okay. And so you just want to make sure that you learn to be adaptable to everything going on. What you need less of, the King of Coins. So this is probably a person in your life. This is ruled by Aries and Taurus. But there's this idea of like a really strong focus on your finances. And like I said, there's something here to really connecting, like not staying so attached to the 3D gain of things and more of the energetic gain of things. Okay. And like, if this is somebody, perhaps you're in a relationship and you just, like I said, you just need to have some alone time. What you can change, the world. Okay. So this is like fate. What you can change is your fate. A lot of those Saturn lessons, remember, we have a lot of lessons that we're recognizing, we're seeing, we're tying up loose ends of this month. And so this karmic completion, if you're leaving something open for interpretation in a certain chapter of your life that perhaps maybe is closed, but you have never fully like closed it, this is saying that this month there's an opportunity here to really finally close a chapter in your life and to really bring in this success. So it's so funny because it's like focusing less on this and more on the energy of like closing one chapter and starting another. That's when it opens up. What you need to accept, the Emperor. Okay, Aries. So I think around the full moon in Aries time, remember, like us all standing up in our power and feeling our power, right? Emperor is ruled by Aries. Confidence, authority, assertiveness. What you need to accept is like you can't waver in some area of your life, okay? I'm not sure what that is for you specifically, but what you need to accept is like you need to have this structure and this confidence, this stability. It comes from you, all right? There's so much of this energy of like, I just keep hearing over and over, it comes from you, Taurus. It comes from you. End of the month, Six of Swords. Look at your taking control of your destiny. The Six of Swords is control of your destiny. Mercury and Aquarius. So like I said, I think through this understanding of unsticking yourself, you're recognizing you steer your own ship energetically. You steer your own ship with your beliefs, with your thoughts, with your communication, and it's always moving to calmer waters with the Six of Swords, okay? Whatever you're leaving behind, you're moving to calmer waters, and why it's so important to stay grounded, okay? So let's see what this King of Coins is all about. I want to know if this is you or someone else. So with past life energy, this can be you. I'm sorry. This can be past life as like an actual past life. It can be if you're in a committed relationship, your life before that relationship. If you're a parent, your life before kids or childhood, major milestones. So just take it how it resonates. Okay, what past life energy? All right, you got two here. And what's fascinating with this too is both of these popped up really recently. I know this for sure was in the full moon in Pisces, or wait, maybe it wasn't. I don't know, but I know it's popped up soon. Okay, so let's start with imprisonment because that was really part of that. I'm pretty sure that was the Pisces full moon. We'll see. My memory isn't what it used to be. All right. This card signifies that you spent time imprisoned or in slavery. Your rights were taken from you as well as your dignity and freedom. You are free now, but you still may harbor fears related to that lifetime. For example, you may feel claustrophobic in confined spaces or in airplanes, or you may have developed a form of Stockholm syndrome where you feel empathetic toward those who abused you. On the other hand, your experiences can also make you feel exquisitely compassionate toward those who suffer. You may devote yourself to defending underdogs and bringing more love and justice to the world. To heal any residual fears from that previous lifetime, remember the details of that past life. To loosen the shackles and free yourself of the symptoms. Channel your altruistic feelings and tendencies into helping society. Acts of kindness and compassion heal the world as well as the individual. And so that's why I think this faith card is here, like really connecting to your understanding of having faith that we're moving into better times for everyone, right? You know, like there's a Muse song, faith that drives me away, but it turns me on like a stranger's love. And so like there's this idea of making sure like there's this push and pull of, you know, what even is faith and what does spirituality mean to you? You know what I mean? And so I'm getting though a lot of clearing, calming, liberation. Okay. All right. Here's what's also cool. I got to just go to this quick at the end of the month. Because you're in the water, we'll be in Scorpio season, right? The transformational season of Scorpio. And the swords are air, Libra, okay? So this is such a wonderful gift for you, Taurus, this month. I'm so excited because some of the energy is a little rocky for other people. Okay, so trust and faith. The question you're asking today is connected to the levels of trust and faith that you have. These qualities affect the amount of fulfillment, peace, and joy you experience. If you find that you don't trust yourself, others, or even life itself, the reason may be rooted in prior lifetimes. This card may also indicate a past lifetime where you were betrayed by a specific person who is in your current life. So here's where look at this trust and faith. Like why this is so important this month, okay? This is also true with respect to the amount of faith you have in the universe or in a God. Look at the other cards that you drew surrounding this one for clues as to which life may have shattered or boosted your faith or trust. You drew this card as a sign to have faith and trust that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. While it's true that you learn from your past, it's also important to live in the moment without clouding it with past pain. If your faith and trust, it's important to live in the moment without clouding it with past pain. There we go. And if your faith and trust issues are directed at certain individuals, listen to these feelings as they may be red flag warnings to heed. You can forgive someone from past times and also follow your inner guidance to avoid them if it's a warning you distrust this person, okay? So yeah, this is why, like, there's something deep within you where you felt like you were trapped, if you will, right? And if somebody broke your trust and your faith. But like I said, all of this is just this reminder of you Taurus, okay? You're in the driver's seat. You are enough. You have everything you need to move forward, and you are moving forward in a really calm and peaceful way. It's like being on a boat and like the wind and the water are just guiding you to the next island. Like that's what I'm getting, which I love. Okay, so let's see what archetypal energy is affecting you. You're having one of the longer readings this month, that's for sure. Okay, so we got 3. Remember, this can be you or somebody in your life, and this is, you know, the archetypal energy that's affecting you. Victim, light attribute, prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. Shadow attributes, playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity. Inability to maintain personal boundaries. The liberator, love this with Libra. Freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. I think this is definitely you, Taurus. Shadow attributes, imposing your own tyranny over those who you claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. All right, the warrior. Love this too because of that emperor energy. Light attributes, strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. Shadow attributes, trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. All right, wow. Okay, so let's get some dragon energy since it's the year of the dragon, and let's see what we got going on for you. What dragon energy is going to help Taurus? Okay, we got 2. Purple white dragon from Orion transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know, act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and expand. Orange gold dragon from Arcturus opens you to the knowledge from the golden age, or for the golden age. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. This is so cool, the amount of energy that you're activating relating to the light. And look at the liberator holding the torch, okay? And the emperor holding their staff. Like there's so much here activating of you being in a really prominent position of power too, okay? All right, so let's see what crystal energy is going to help. Ooh, I love moonstone. Mother Goddess, that's Taurus energy, Moonstone, Mother Goddess, and Kyanite, alignment. All right, so what did I say? Like, make sure that you stay grounded, stay balanced. If there's something that you're feeling is off of balance, get that sorted out as soon as you can, okay? I'm uploading this before October 2nd, so and I hope you're watching it before then. Let's get an empowering question for you, because like I said, this is a very powerful time for Taurus, because if you think about it too, with everything the Capricorn paradigm represented in its earth energy, right? And then you look at Taurus energy and what Taurus represents and like the love and the nurturing, and it's like we need that type of earth energy so bad, okay? Okay. Empowering question for you. What would I do if I had enough time? What do I do when I have enough time? So like I said, like if you do have that ability to tune out the outside world, do it with yourself, okay? Put your phone on silent and really vibe with yourself, all right? So we're going to do a clarifier and then we're going to close this out. Taurus, thank you so much for joining me again. Please hit that like button, subscribe, share this with somebody who needs to hear this message too. And let's get a clarifier for Taurus. Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is where this is activating you really having the empowerment to seek it out for yourself. There's so much energy of you taking this wand, all right? And just going after it, Taurus. I just love this for you, all right? So thank you again for joining me. As always, shine your inner light. You've got this.